is Tobin Lopes from the Jackson Sector Warcast. I'm providing some commentary for this regionals match between Jason Wallace, a good friend and regular on the video stream, and Kyle Hagan, who is also a good friend and contributor to the video stream. Kyle has actually recorded some of their games down at Collector Mania in Parker, which is about an hour south of us. And so Kyle's playing Gorzod, and Jason's playing Archon, Salaine, Morn. Now, these cards are very shiny. As you'll see, Jason is apparently playing with brand new sleeves. So he puts the Siren Xyothorax out there. You can't really see it, but it's there. So the three planets that we can't really see are Elowith, Taurus, Planum, Osis 4 is out there at number 4, and then Karnath out there at 5. Ricky Warbuggy and the Torek APC come out. Really inexpensive units for Gorzod, of course. Torek being 1, I think the Ricky Buggy is 2. Or maybe it's 3 and 1. I can't remember. I haven't played Torek APC yet. Okay, so there's the Harriers that comes out that we can't see. But he does pay 2 and then get 1 back. And he does 1 to the Rickety War Buggy. Right, so the Harriers, because Kyle has initiative, get pinged. And then the Gorzod's Wagons comes out. These guys are both competitive, but very fun to play. Very fun to play. Kyle loves to build really odd decks and really out of left field decks. So it's cool to see this. Ooh, a Scrap Naba. Wow, he's going to have some serious command there. And some serious resources. Now, Jason is playing a Morn deck that performed really well the previous night. We had a total escape. There's 6-7 of us, including these two, met on Friday night before regionals, because an astute observer will know that the Mavros pack, Wrath of the Crusaders, released on April 14th. So we were like, we have regionals on the 16th. We don't know what to do. So we tried building decks, and we'd been proxying for about a week, but it wasn't the same. We needed to start playing decks against each other and doing these things, right? And so Jason, who was convinced he was going to play Starbane, had Starbane fall flat on him like 3 times. So then he went to some Morn, and he started winning more. He beat me a couple times, actually. So Jason triggers Elowith to draw 3. And so an astute observer will also notice that this is the large mat, the 2-player mat that we have in front of us. And for that reason, the camera is actually on the table instead of standing on the ground. And so it's on the table, and that means that whenever anybody pounds the table, the camera shakes a little bit. So, and of course they start wondering what they're going to do with the mat. So the next planet is Aatrox Prime, which you never like to see with Karnath also on the board. But they are far enough apart so that you won't get a double trigger in one turn, unless of course you were playing a Tyranid Warlord. That's one of the factions that did not show up at this tournament, where there were no Tyranids. And there was what you don't see on camera is that there was a massive snowstorm that hit the area the previous night. So we're sitting there as snow accumulates on our vehicles, and we have nothing more to do than to just sit there and really just watch snow bury our cars. Elliot Hedman came from Boulder, and he left the house with 6 inches of snow on the ground. So I have a feeling a lot of folks, well, I'm thinking 6 to 10 folks stayed home because of the drive. It was too dangerous. We have a lot of folks spread out over the Rocky Mountain Front Range. So Mork Great Heat comes out. Mork's Great Heat comes out giving all his orc units +2. And he subduals it. Paying 3 twice. Raven Guard Speeder for 3 for Kyle. There we go. And then the ever popular Archon's Palace for Jason. Wow, this is really coming together. Jason has asserted control. And he's gonna do some serious choking of cards, if not resources as well. Although it'll be hard to choke out the resources with Scrap Naba on that planet, right? Which is Taurus, so it'll trigger. I think, right? Yeah, because Scrap Naba is red planets. Kyle wouldn't have played it there if it wasn't. Yep, so Jason shuts down the resource for Kyle. Now remember, that's a Harrier, right? Oh, that's not a Torok. That's a Steel Legion Chimera. I apologize for that, folks. That is a Steel Legion Chimera. That's what they were just talking about, that the Steel Legion protects the Scrap Naba. And because Jason has initiative, the Gorzod's Wagons is a 3/3 hitter. No. So Jason attacks the wagons. Jason's trying to figure out if he wants to let Kyle trigger Taurus. Of course, he doesn't. But if the Harriers gets killed without any other kills going through, then they'll be 5-5, and Taurus won't be able to resolve. Yes. So there's the Cabalite warriors coming in for, or not, maybe Cabalites. Incubus warrior coming in for 3 on the Raven Guard Speeder. That goes to 2, and he shields 1 with promotion, I believe that was. So that's a tough Raven Guard Speeder. Man, you swing for 3 and it only takes 1. That is rough. And Kyle swings for the Siren, which is the glaring card there, the Siren Zythrex. Man, so Kyle has played 1 shield, retreats immediately. I might have bluffed that a little bit. You ready? And then he has initiative, and then Jason had initiative. Maybe Jason runs away with somebody. And then he's put in a harder moving decision to make. But Jason moves over to muscle Gorzod. Mark's Great Heap is on the top of the deck. Kyle isn't going to see any great answers. He's only going to draw one new card, really. Yeah. Yeah. Why did the Raven Guard speeder die? Oh, maybe it's a 3-cost unit? 3 hit point unit? I don't know. But the next card is Iridial. Yep, it'll be Iridial. And because that planet's out there, I took off the Trucks Sector Warcast banner because we want to see the board. So now we're sitting at Planum as our first planet. Osis 4, Karnath, Atrax Prime, and Iridial. I really doubt Kyle's going to go to Iridial alone. It's a blue-green. Planum is a blue-green, it would give Jason 2 blues. So I think Kyle here has to choose to go to 2. He has to go to 2, but he wants to keep. Oh God, Jason has so many resources. 7 resources, something like 6 or 7 or 8 cards. Kyle's units all have damage on them, which makes them susceptible to, of course, the Klavex War Leader. Scrap Naba is a thing. Or Snakebite Thug, sorry. So that's good. But again, I think that's, Osis 4 is a 0-card planet, 2 resource. Okay, Last Breath, the signature attachment goes on Salaine Morn. So Kyle is not going to get cards. Kyle is not going to get cards, and even if it goes with Gorzod. See, I think I would have played those 2 units at 1. I think I would have played those 2 because they're undamaged. You play those 2 units at 1 to make for a battle, to strain maybe Jason's resources a little bit, and commit to 2 because Salaine Morn is going there alone, right now, and and Osis 4 is a green planet, so none of that stuff triggers. A Klavex is certainly sucky. But I think he goes to 2. I think he plays the units at 1 and goes to 2. And Jason looks like he has some indecision going on. So those of you who watched Elliot's game with Carl, this is the other game on camera happening concurrently. So Carl and Elliot are behind Kyle. And apparently Jason burned his mouth on his coffee. Burned his tongue. Oh, where are you going? Oh. Jason counted wrong, and he wanted to go to 4, but he went to 3, and then, of course, didn't go to 4. Yeah, keeping Kyle light on resources was rough. Was a, and here's Kyle playing orcs, and he doesn't. Where's the squig bombing? Where's the squig bombing? See, you make him fight for that, Kyle. You make him fight for that, man. Oh, but maybe that's a siren there. Oh, that's why. That's why, because that's a siren. Yeah, that's why he didn't deploy there. Son of a gun. That's my bad, Kyle. That's my bad. Yeah, you can't really deploy them at 1, can you? Unless you're ready to take 5. There's 9 cards in Jason's hand. I think anybody who reads body language would say that Kyle is just kind of stuck. He's feeling stuck. And he plays Salaine Morn's signature squad and pops the Scrap Naba. And now we are in, 4 units, 2 at each planet. The Harriers, the Siren. Yeah, that was tough. That was a tough turn for Kyle. Jason has initiative and has command everywhere except for Planet 1, which is now OSIS 4. Oh, that's the Solarite. It's not that I can see, it's that Jason is saying that it's a Solarite. So it's a 2/4 flyer that when given damage when damaged by an attack by a non-flying creature does 2 damage back. But Kyle's got the Valkyrie there, so and Kyle's got 4 resources. That's it. Because even though he's planned to get resources with Scrap Naba, he's been denied because Scrap Naba's gotten lost in the Archon's palace. That is rough. Land Raider for command at this. Oh. Everybody made top 16. We're all very happy about that. So everybody gets their Necron damage counters. It should be a hoot. Another Incubus Warrior on 5. And Kyle's being choked. Kyle's being choked. Now, Kyle, for those of you who have been watching the Facebook page, he saw that preview of the AM Warlord, Maxim, and he already built a deck thinking about Maxim. That's the kind of guy Kyle is. He's thinking about some really different things. Now, Jason and Kyle are talking here, and they're all just. They're having that conversation one has when you know the game is over, but you have to play 2 more rounds. Which is, Kyle's like, yeah, your deck is disgusting. Jason's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, this is getting silly now, right? So Siren is actually exhausted, but it doesn't matter. You have no resources. And so Gorzod gets 1 card. And it looks like he picked up a golf knob, so he's having a lot of trouble there. That's oh, yep. And there's the Shuriken Catapult. Archon's Terror of the Valkyrie. Shuriken Catapult. Get Osis 4. And you're done. We're done. That's pretty amazing. And of course, to add insult to injury, Jason guts and pillages on Aatrox Prime. And so, as far as I can tell, Jason doesn't have a 2 shield card in his hand. I'm trying to see there, and I don't see a 2 shield card. And I think he runs. I think Kyle runs here, but I think he should just attack. Oh, he runs! The Incubus Warrior doesn't actually come back, Jason. The Incubus Warrior stays at that planet, Jason. Oh well. So everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. Again, they're having that conversation that one has when you know the game's over. So there's another Harriers coming in for Jason. So he does the damage to the Valkyrie. So it won't matter that the Incubus Warriors shouldn't be there, but it is what it is, because the Land Raider will die a horrible death, and that'll be it. Yeah, more choking from Jason. And that's it. Yeah, Jason is doing his best to say, "Hey, I'm trying to help, but there's a Shuriken Catapult. Swing for 6, and then 3, and that was it. It was a game, yes, as they say. He had all the units, and look at that. Look at that. Units only. Let's look for the shields. Where are the shield cards? Where are the shield cards? Yes, there they are. They're at the bottom. Wonderful. Yep, there are all the shield cards. Wow, look at that. The bottom 10 cards had multiple double shields. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.